next one, is when you start dating without getting over your ex. You typically are going to make a wrong decision anytime you're going into the relationship with someone and you didn't take at least 12 months for separation emotionally and with your heart to disconnect completely. One of the biggest mistakes people make is that when the relationship ended and things didn't work out, they right away look for a band-aid to put a healing on that hurting heart, and they go to the next relationship. In reality, they're not looking for love, they're looking for healing. And so the person that you might be dating is actually, you're not dating them, you are their band-aid until they truly recover. And when you recover, you usually throw away the band-aids. And they'll dump you the same way they dumped the other. Why? Because they needed you during the healing. And you get hurt. You're like, man, but I thought they loved me. They were hurting. And you were so insecure because you have nothing going on in your life. So you were really like, oh, they need me. Makes me feel good. Your identity is not supposed to be in the fact you need it, but in the fact you're loved by God. Come on, somebody. When an instrument stops playing music, the strings do not get disconnected right away. When a relationship ends, that does not mean the strings are detached. It takes minimum from 6 to 12 months for your emotions to bounce back. Most of wrong relationships I've seen, and you will witness. And if you've ever made a mistake, you will find out this rule was broken. People break up and 2 months later they quickly go into some other relationship instead of taking time to pause what went wrong, to pause and to ponder so that their heart gets healed, so they don't go into a band-aid but they go into something that God called them to do. Number 2 is when you date someone who believes in God but they don't follow Jesus Christ. Believing in God is not enough. Demons believe in God and they're still going to hell. And they not only believe in God, the Bible says they tremble. The person you're dating don't even tremble, they just believe in God. So it's better to date a demon because demons at least tremble. But you don't want to date a demon, you want to date somebody that God has for you. Are you with me? And for that to happen as a Christian, you got to look not only do they believe in God, do they follow Jesus Christ? A statistic says that a divorce is sliced in the half for those people who have these 3 things in common. They go to the same church together, they share the same theology, meaning if you believe in speaking in tongues, they believe in speaking in tongues. Because if they believe in miracles and the other one doesn't believe in miracles, you're gonna have friction. And so they have same theology, so divorce rate is completely different for those who go to the same church, who believe in the same theology, and thirdly, they practice their faith outside of the walls of the church. So they're not just Catholic on Sunday and alcoholic on Saturday, but they're practicing their faith. And there are many Christians who do the same thing. They come on Sunday, Jesus, and they do exactly the same moves on the club on Friday. You're gonna fall into the same statistic as the world because you're no different than the world. The only difference, you just put a spiritual makeup and a cover on, but you're a fake Christian. But when you marry a genuine believer, and you are a genuine as well, and these 3 things are in place, your relationship is not gonna be like the rest of the relationship, even in church, because you go under the lordship of Jesus Christ. Can somebody say amen?